quick fire round. Okay. Shall I ask you? Okay, you ready?
No.
So, not at all. So, off the top of your head, what is your favorite brand collaboration? And in a few words, why?
I'm going to be like, who paid me first?
Who paid you big bags?
I think, I don't know if I have one particular favorite. I have different favorites.
Yeah.
It's like asking me to pick a favorite child.
I hear that.
Off the top of my head, I would think I really enjoy creating and working with Smirnoff. I feel like the brand came at a point in time when I genuinely felt like, what am I doing? Jehovah Jireh. And it was something I was wondering. I was questioning my place or my footing. I was like, am I not, brands not seeing like the value that I can bring to the table, leave alone the table itself.
Yeah.
So when I started working with them, it was like an affirmation. It's like, hey, we see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then they were also the first brand to want to work with and on the SNS because it was still like a child, a labor of love. So immediately when they reached out, I said, oh my God, one thing about me, he don't play. So that's, I think, in terms of believing in me, even as a creator and guiding and holding my hand, I'm grateful to them.
Okay.
I've also really enjoyed creating for Dairyland. I think when it comes to my... thank you. When it comes to... It's one of those campaigns I've worked on that I'm like, nakwanga, I'm creative busy. Like, I'm actually creative.
Yeah.
And I think often I don't tell myself or it doesn't reflect in myself as much as people would affirm me, and I'm grateful for that. But sometimes it just doesn't feel like it. You know, it's like if I said, Becky, you look so good, and in your mind you're like, this outfit was just like
solid for, but okay.
Exactly. So I think that was one of the campaigns that I feel like creatively I really pushed my boundaries or my borders.
Interesting. So would you say with your recent brand collaborations, do you prefer creative freedom or a big budget?
Can I have both? Is that too much to
No,
ask?
you can't, honey. We wish, honestly. If only. Honest to God, if only. But yeah, creative freedom or big budget?
I feel like we're now on the hot seat.
Yes. Quick fire, they said. Real fire.
I don't know. I think it would depend on the day.
Okay.
I mean, creative freedom is a big thing for me because I would hope and trust that if you want to partner with Stephanie Nganga, then you trust in Stephanie Nganga.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, baby, we have bills to pay.
Big bills.
And we have dreams to accomplish. We have places to go.
No one else is doing it.
People
It's
to
just
pay.
me.
And I'm just
Exactly.
like, oh.
Yeah.
So if I really had to choose, as of my, I don't want to say my current situation. I don't want to give too much. But I think it's those ones for the dreams that I have require big budgets.
Yeah.
So I would hope that in some ways they allow me to practice some creative freedom.
Okay.
But I'm going to need the money.
So big budget.
Big budget.
Yeah, I get that. Same.
Because creative freedom is not going to pay the bills.
No,
unfortunately.
Thank you. That's so true because we love the freedom, but also like let's be real. Like this is a technically let's call it a 9 to 5. Like it's all well and good to have that creative juice flowing, but at the end of the day, I need to clock in, clock out, and pay my bills.
Exactly.
Because these cameras aren't free. These phones aren't free.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nothing is free.
Yeah, nothing's free in this world.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one outcome in a collaboration, would you choose a tight turnaround or delayed payment?
I think off the top of my head, I would say tight turnaround. I will come up with the idea. I'm a stand on business.
As you should. Sure. As you should.
P for pressure. So I would rather a tight turnaround because there is nothing as frustrating, as excruciatingly annoying, as peace robbing than a delayed payment.
Yeah.
Woo!
No, I was literally having this conversation yesterday. I was like, where's the money, guys? Because the content was made.
Yeah.
Where's the payment?
And I think often as creators or even just freelancers, immediately someone says, hi, Becky, we have this campaign. We're going to pay you, let's say, £5,000.
You're like,
Becky is like, great. This £5,000, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z.
Exactly. I've already put it into different categories. Like, I'm ready to go. But then now I've done my content. And now the things I planned for are waiting on your payment. So it's definitely a tricky situation to be in.
And especially for me, because now I'm grateful I have expanded into having people help me, like a team. The team have families, people, or even just their lives to tend to.
Exactly.
So by you delaying my payment, you are delaying X, Y, and Z's payment as well.
And their payments aren't delayed. The people that are giving you the job, they're getting their paycheck every 30 days.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed that they have that.
So what's been your favorite brand collaboration?
Funny you asked me, Stephanie. To date, my favorite brand collaboration has probably been... let me go fashion instead of lifestyle because I've done fashion the most. It was my most recent one with Victoria Beckham, which... that's it.
And imagine that.
And imagine that. Victoria Beckham, yeah. So that was my favorite because...
Wait.
Should we let it marinate? Yeah. So Victoria Beckham, good friend of mine.
That's your girl.
That's my girl. We know each other.
Yeah.
The reason I loved it is because similar to what you're saying about Smirnoff, it was that affirmation that it's like, we see you, we know what you can do.
Yeah.
And we see that there's an alignment here. Because obviously I haven't come from like anything like to be able to be affording these brands.
Yeah.
So I've just been doing like regular brands, like your everyday high street brands that I create content with. And I try to elevate my outfits because that's what I do. So now when a luxury fashion house sees my everyday, slightly elevated outfits and they say, do you know what? Yeah, you'll be a good fit. That is so affirming, especially outside of being a content creator, just your taste in fashion. Like I know like you as well, like somebody saying you have a nice outfit, all well and good, like you love it, but now when someone you look up to, like this woman is saved on my boards, like I watch her runway shows. So that was the reason it was my favorite collaboration because it was kind of like a career highlight for me, for sure. Yeah. So that was the one. For sure.
And that's on Victoria Beckham.
And that's on my girl, Victoria Beckham, close friend. Yeah. Big moment for me. Yeah, and imagine that. Yeah, especially after because I saw the David Beckham documentary.
And you were like, hey girl.
Yeah, and I was like, I have so much respect for you as well, just because of what she went through and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're amazing. Like she went from just being like a wag, wasn't taken seriously, to now being a luxury fashion house. So yeah,
and before that she was part of Spice Girls.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. Before she even met Beckham, she was the Spice Girl, like a Spice Girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a big moment for me.
Victoria Beckham.
Yeah. And the thing is, not to toot my own horn. We worked together.
Should.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Too. We worked together twice. So it was the first one we did Twice. Yeah. It was the first we worked together, and then the second one was even more. Like, wow. Imagine that.
And imagine.
Yeah. So the second one as well, that was really affirming. But
congratulations, Vicky.
Thank you so much.
You best sleep with your flowers.
Thank you. I will.
Victoria. Oh
no, I know. It's rich on the tongue. Yeah.
If it was me, oh girl.
And I see it in your future for sure. Miss Fashion. Yeah, for sure.
Could you put in a good word for me?
Sure, I'll let her know. Like I said, very good friends.
Yeah.
I'll send her a message. Yeah. I know them very well.
Nothing,
No big deal,
easy
honestly.
peasy.
Yeah, I'll just DM her.
Okay.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay. Do you prefer complete creative freedom or big budget? I'm sure Victoria Beckham, the guy.
Let's just say I prefer big budget. I mean, I'm a Capricorn, and I'm not even into star signs.
Yeah.
However, that aspect of being a Capricorn, I stand on business for it.
P for pressure.
Literally. Because, again, like we were just saying, you have to pay the bills. Let's be real. And also, I feel like as a content creator within fashion, you have that creative freedom already in an aspect. Because say the brief is quite strict and quite like specific, you can still bring out something of your own creative language through your outfit and through your styling. So I wouldn't say it's a big issue for me, creative freedom. And I don't think, not that I'm not creative, but I don't think...
Victoria Beckham.
But do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to give you a otherworldly style concept.
Okay.
You know? It's going to be relatable because, again, it's everyday outfits, just elevated. So I don't ever think I go wild in terms of my ideas. And that's where the outfits work for me. Because if it's a fashion brand, okay, you've given me a white shirt, but I can make this creative and I can put my spin on it. So I'd rather have a big budget because... creative freedom, it's not as beneficial, I don't think, in my specific to my niche, which is minimal fashion. It's not as necessary, but a big budget, it is. Yeah.
And I think even with big budgets, I forgot to mention this, but it means expansion, it means growth, it means transcending.
Yeah.
So you gotta pay.
Yeah, and it means that you can pour more back into your content again.
Invest more into your craft.
Exactly, into your equipment, into, like you're saying, a team. Like, you need the money to do things and live, eat, breathe. Like, the bare
survive.
So big budget.
Okay, so that was quick fire.
Yes. Oh wait, there's the last one. It's
There's
tight
one more?
turnaround or
Oh,
delayed payment. And I will say tight turnaround as well because I'm tired.
But listen, if it's a tight turnaround, then the money best be there.
Let it reflect, please. I beg. You know,
And imagine that.
They're going to be editing this, like cutting out. Imagine that. Imagine. Just a compilation of imagine that. Yeah.
You need to do it. Like take a shot every time she says and imagine that.
Literally.
Or literally.
No, that's going to be my
take
problem.
a shot every time I've said
Or even just.
Right.
Wow.